out Tequila Seltzer, the #1 hard seltzer in the world and the official hard seltzer of Day Drinking with Dog. Ditch the malt, add tequila.
Welcome back, Day Drinking with Dog, on this another steamy day out there in Milford, Connecticut. It's, I don't know, index of 108. I don't know. I sit in a hot box at Sikorsky. I'm in the middle of the whole plant. There's no fucking air conditioning, no nothing. But here we're in a nice chilly room at the studio here at Viva Studios. And I have a returning guest. Unfortunately, his wife Karen couldn't make it today. They're the co-owners of Mybar. Tommy, welcome back, buddy.
Thank you, my friend. Great
Absolutely.
to see you once again.
Great to have you back. You were one of my original, I would say one of the original guests. It had to be almost 4 years ago.
Yep.
During COVID. You opened, obviously, right when COVID hit. And we've talked about that story before. What's new? You just hit your 5 years, right?
We just celebrated our 5th year on March 10th, and we're very, very grateful that we signed up for another 5 years.
That is awesome. If everyone's never been to Mybar, if you've been to Milford, you've probably been to Mybar. But if you're ever coming down to Milford, I put a lot of my Stonebridge food up against a lot of people, but the one thing for sure, our food is a little different, but we both have wings, and I love Stonebridge wings, but your wings are definitely the best in Milford. I'm not afraid to say it.
Well, I credit my wife for that. We put a lot of love in them. We don't just fry them. I can't tell you our secret because my wife will kill me, but I can promise you there's a lot of love in every chicken wing we ever served.
Yeah. You can pull it towards you. Yeah, instead of reaching in.
Sorry.
There you go. No, it's all right. I didn't wear my headphones, so I just want to make sure it sounds good. Anyway, so like you guys have like most places, a ton of flavors. I actually am one of those people that I'm shunned upon because I actually prefer boneless. And your boneless wings are fucking like super crunchy, which I like, sauced up, which I like. Fucking, I love them.
Yeah, like I said, I credit my wife.
All right. You got a tattoo on your arm. You're in trouble.
Yeah, right.
You're trying to.
No,
I get it.
But we're proud to serve them, and like I said, our entire menu, we put a lot of love in everything, and we tell everyone if you can't put love in your food, then don't serve it.
Right. And by the way, just not the wings there. I've had a lot of food there. The nachos are great. The burgers are great. The tacos. You got all sorts of tacos, right? Different kinds of tacos. But you also have libations and booze and beer and
we
fun.
Have a few items,
yeah. And, I don't really go there on the weekends because I'm old and I don't like crowds.
Yeah, but I'm old.
Yeah, but you own the place and you can hide upstairs. I can't. Honestly, Tommy, I am in bed. Tonight I'll be in bed, so we'll get out of here. I'll go to my bar. I'll have some wings with Ray, and I'll probably be home by 9:30 and passed out. That's my life now.
I'm nocturnal.
You know me. I was up till 3 in the morning my whole life. Now I get up at 4:45. So what's new at Mybar other than 5 years? Like still doing the DJs. Football's coming up, so you got to be excited about that.
Can't wait for football.
I can't either.
I hate winter, but I cannot wait. I think I'm a New York Giant fan, and love the draft. I can't wait to see Scatterbo run around. And Abdul Carter, it's got to be wild.
Yeah.
I just hope I don't have high expectations. 7 wins and be competitive. I'd be very happy.
Does part of you feel Dart is just gonna come out guns a-blazing? And
I don't know. We got to see what's gonna happen. He's probably gonna hold a clipboard and let Russell Wilson play, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I could see that ending quickly.
So can I. If you
Yeah.
go 1-4, 1-5.
Yeah, it's like fucking bring the kid in.
Start throwing the darts.
I mean, you got
Jameis Winston too.
No, I'm saying what
Yeah.
like you got weapons kind of. I mean, you got Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
You got some other guys on the team. I didn't really follow too much of the Giants offseason, but I think it's all about preseason. I think if I've heard like the early camp talk was that Dart looks like he commands the field, he commands the players.
What I'm reading online all the time.
Yeah, so I mean that's exciting. I mean I'm a Patriots fan, so I'm dealing with obviously you can see all my Drake May bullshit.
And I tell you what, you got the coach I wanted with Mr. Vrabel, and he's making some moves. They're gonna be something to reckon with too.
I think I might have to come down this year for the Buffalo New England game.
I can't wait. Listen, like I said, I love Mike Vrabel. I think Tennessee really fucked up.
Yeah, I think it was a weird situation. They have a female owner, and I'm not making any light of that or anything or any sense of that. I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things where I just think they're building a new stadium. They're in a quarterback flux.
Yes.
They were a terrible team. He sat out a year, but I wanted him to hire him last year when we hired Gerard Mayo, but whatever. It was what it was. He was kind of the hire and waiting. But when they fired him, which we knew it was, me and my buddy talked about every day, like, he was an awful coach, Mayo.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not an awful guy, just an awful coach.
Correct.
And they just scooped up Vrabel before the Jets could, or you guys could, and you guys still have Dable, right?
They got Dable.
Yeah. Oh, I think this is why I think it's going to end up being Dart, because Dable's a quarterback guy. And
he loves Dart.
And he's going to see in the preseason, like, all right, well, what am I going to do with Russell Wilson, who's kind of washed, and Jameis Winston, who's just never been great.
Right.
And if Dart comes in and that's fucking...
Start throwing darts.
Start throwing darts. I was going to get into football a little while, but you brought it right up, so I love it. No, not at all. So you guys have the ticket, do all that.
Yes.
Obviously, you're a Bills bar.
The Bills fans, I'd say we're grateful for them. They came out of nowhere and adopted us, and great crew. Not destructive. They're passionate about their team. They love to eat, and they certainly love to drink.
Yeah.
So we're all for that.
Yeah. Most football fans do. Buffalo's weird. Like, it's like, I feel like, I remember I was in Boston years ago, and it was like, I was there for like some wrestling event at the TD Garden. I got bored. I'm not really into it. And the Patriots were playing, I remember the game, the Patriots were playing the Denver on a Sunday night, and they were down like 35-0, and they came back and won. And I just walked across the street to the Hart Bar, and it was dead. There was like 3 people in there. And I'm like, wait, is this place dead because the Patriots are getting killed right now? This is before the comeback.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we're a Bills bar. I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, I'll never forget when you told me, you're like, yeah, we're going to get the Buffalo Bills. Where did they used to go? Somewhere in Bridgeport, right?
I don't remember. I think it's somewhere in Bridgeport. I don't remember what place it was.
Yeah. And I remember you saying that when they came in. And I remember the first time I was there when they walked in, and some kid had these like fucking knee-high socks on with like fur on them, and it was all Buffalo. I mean, whatever. I never went that far. I barely wear anything now associated to the Patriots, but do you wear Giants stuff? Game day?
Not that often.
Yeah, I don't know.
I try to stay neutral, especially being in the bar.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
I know. But they all know.
Everyone knows what Tommy likes.
They also know my wife's a Patriot fan, and so is my daughter, Chris. So.
But we're all Red Sox fans.
We are all.
Do you know the Red Sox have not lost a game since they shook hands with President Donald Trump?
I heard this.
And that was over, I mean, it was like 2 weeks ago. Because, you take the All-Star break, so that's 5 days. But they won 10 straight since they shook his hand.
Hopefully they can have Trump stop by the clubhouse before they start up again tomorrow. I looked at the schedule. They got a 2:20 game.
Yeah, they're in Chicago.
Against the Cubbies. That should be fun to watch.
It's going to be a good series. But we got all our pitching lined up. Giolito, Bayo, and then Crockett.
I think Trump should stop by one more time just to
give a little pep talk to the boys.
The All-Star break.
You want to talk a little Trump?
We can do a little Trump.
All right, so let's feed off of this thing. So it was crazy when the Red Sox. So it just blew Twitter up when they went in, and it was only a handful of guys.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a huge crew, but they were in DC. For the National Series, and they actually booked this tour like months in advance, not even knowing Trump was going to be there.
Right.
So when you're doing a White House tour and the guy taking you around says, "Oh, hey, Trump's here. He wants to meet you guys." What would you do?
Damn right.
Regardless of your affiliation with the party. So they go in and it just blew everyone up. Everyone all the left were like, "Oh my God, what the fuck." And then Trump made the greatest tweet after they won 8 games in a row.
Yeah.
He actually tweeted, "Oh, the Red Sox haven't lost a game since they visited me." And I'm like, that's what I love about this guy, because he knows how to needle the right, needle the guys.
He's such a ball breaker too. Yeah, it's great.
But now he's dividing his base with this Epstein stuff. And I'm kind of fascinated by it because I'll tell everyone, like, I'm not the biggest. I'm a Trumper, but I'm not a fucking Trump or die guy. So basically, you know, he said, all right, enough of the Epstein shit, blah blah blah, and I don't know how to take it. What
I don't know either. I'm confused
because like that's something he definitely ran on, and it's something we want, like us.
I like to see
we want to know what the fuck's going on, and
but I also do believe that if his name was on it, it would have been out already.
Right.
So whatever. I don't know where to take this. Just put the name, put it out there. Who cares?
Right. My little theory is because what I read online is now all the Democrats are coming out and they're like, "Oh, Trump, oh, you must not want to release it because you must be on it," kind of shit, right? Which makes no sense because they would have released it if he was before the election. So is Trump kind of mind fucking the Dems into like letting them come out and say, well, you know what, the Dems want it, all right, let's release it, and all these people are on it.
I mean, what is this list anyway? Is it just like a VIP list?
It's like, well, supposedly, yeah, it's a list that's of attendees on his flights and attendees on his island,
but if you're an attendee, does it make you necessarily?
Does not? No. You need like,
absolute evidence,
right? So now I'm going to lean towards Trump a little bit because I don't know if he's playing a game, if he's playing the long game. He knows he's only got 3.5 years left. I want to see that. I don't think Epstein killed himself. There's obviously
absolutely not.
There's obviously like video taken out of that. But like, does he keep pushing this narrative and see where it goes, or does he? All right, let's release something, because he's losing a lot of. I see this thing about Trump. I don't think he cares. Like he could lose all of his,
But he does run on clarity, being clear,
right,
with everyone. So just release the list. So what?
I mean, we both want to know what really happened.
That would be nice to know. But I guarantee you, there's a lot of Democrats on that list too. So
yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's the thing at the end of the day. There's Democrats, there's Republicans, there's too many people know. There's donors, there's this, there's that, and it's politics. And as much as we might like Trump, he's a politician now, so he has to play that political game. And that's what sucks. I mean, I wish he could just go in and literally drain the swamp, but he got deals and kickbacks as a businessman growing up in New York. Right. So I get it. You're not going to get some squeaky clean guy ever to come through, The
other thing that he was, a big seller was the no tax on tips and overtime. Now I'm hearing there's like certain limitations of some sort.
Yeah.
Where you have to pay the taxes first, then you finally get it back or to a certain amount. You say no tax on tips and overtime. How about we leave it at that?
Well,
I don't know if it's that easy and cut and dry.
Yeah, I don't think it is, because I think the reason why they do that and they limited it to 25,000 was because I was on, like you and I, we were both on this in the beginning. Like, oh shit, this sounds too good to be true, and it is a little bit too good to be true. But the tips is $25,000 tax credit. It's dollar for dollar.
Okay.
So yes, you have to pay the taxes up front, and they're retroing it to January 1st too.
Okay.
So whatever you made thus far. It's dollar for dollar, and then when tax season rolls around, you get $25,000 tax credit. That's not $25,000 in your pocket. It's the first $25,000.
Right.
That whatever you paid on taxes will be credited back to you. So me, I used to pay like $10,000 a year in taxes because nothing was claimed. We run it a little differently at Stonebridge now, where our credit card tips go into our check, which I've been actually lobbying for years because I just hated that tax bill come April.
Right.
So now the taxes are getting pre-taken out, which is, you just got to budget differently,
Right.
The overtime thing, I think it's kind of the same structure. It will be taken out up front, but
these are incentives to go to work.
Yeah.
I mean, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And God knows everyone's having trouble finding workers.
Right.
And this crap needs to stop. I don't know where these guys went.
They talk about this, all these cuts and stuff, and like, what was the one? Shit. What was the one where everyone was bitching? What were they taking away? Was it the Medicaid or basically it was if you're between the ages of 18 and 65 and you were able to work, like all you had to do was work 20 hours a week, 80 hours a month, and you'd still get those benefits.
Right. That's just said it does not work.
Right, but like they're cutting that, so go work.
Go to work.
Like enough of the people feeding off the fucking government, not working, lazy fucks that you and I are paying for.
Right.
Constantly. Like I see that little line in our check. What is it? I forget what it says, but it basically goes to the Family Medical Leave Act, right? And I work at Sikorsky. You know how many motherfuckers there are on FMLA?
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous. They just go to a doctor and say, I got to take care of my grandma. Fucking, they don't investigate it.
They ain't looking for nothing.
They get 640 hours of FMLA. They can call out for 3 months straight.
That's insane.
It's fucking nuts.
That's insane. And I was a Teamster for 20 years, and that's just wild.
It is. It's crazy. All right, let's go local.
Yes, sir.
This happened yesterday. Do you have any info on the vape shop that was fucking... So we have a vape shop right in downtown Milford, right next to Stonebridge, right around the corner from Mybar. And it's been there a couple years now, right?
I don't even know if it's been that long.
Yeah, it's definitely the second summer at least.
I think at one time I saw 2 people in there.
Now, I remember when they first opened, they were stocked to the gills with, the vape shit. They had the whippets and the fucking, and the fucking bongs. And then they had, I think, 75 different flavors of Pringles.
You can see the Pringles.
Pringles, like, I never went in there and bought any, but I was like, damn, that's impressive.
I did.
Did you?
I'm sitting at Eli's when I'm talking to Drew over there. He's like, I'll be back. I get you some Pringles.
Yeah. So I just saw on scene media, there was some police activity and they shut it down. Like they just cease and desisted the whole operation.
Well, they're doing something bad.
And they yellow taped it off and then they did the one over here, which they're probably related.
They got to be selling weed or something.
But what the fuck? Weed's legal. It's got to be something more than weed.
It's quite the conspiracy.
Maybe they're on the Epstein list.
They might. Or they got deported.
And then there's Raoul Valley. So for any non-Milford people, this actually made national news. Quick synopsis. A few years back, like 2-3 years ago, there was a high school party. Some fights broke out. Everyone went to a different high school party where the parents were home. Another fight broke out. This kid, Raoul Valley, was either... they couldn't figure it out in court, but he was either brought a knife or handed a knife. He was on the bottom of a pile, slashed some people, got up, went to the car, still had the knife on him, went back to the fight and stabbed this kid McGrath and killed him. And sad story all around. We've all been to high school parties when we were younger and fights broke out and, might even seen a knife, usually just flashed, never really used. I've never been involved in anything like that, but I've seen it, when I was in high school and college. And unfortunately, this young lacrosse player from Fairfield Prep died. And I was actually on jury duty for this case. I knew, too many people involved, so they, didn't select me. But I followed it pretty closely, and I think it's a travesty. So anyway, Raoul Valley was found basically not guilty on most counts. Even like aggravated assault, he wasn't charged on. And then he just went right to Instagram, and he was down at Gulf Beach and partying at his dad's house with all his buddies, and it just disgusted me.
Yep.
And it's our judicial system. It's he got his due process. He was found not guilty by a jury of his peers. All that blah blah blah. I just don't understand. I get the first part. If he's on trial for stabbing some people, slashing, trying to get out of that bottom of that pile. But when he went back with the knife still in his hand, with blood on that knife.
Correct.
and stabbed Jimmy McGrath.
Well, I was told that he had any part of any of that.
He didn't know. He didn't know him. I think McGrath was one of the kids trying to break up some of the shit that was going on.
Right, and I could be wrong, but it was my understanding that he went to a vehicle and retrieved the knife and went back in. And I know that he didn't leave the house that night premeditated he's going to kill someone and stab for it.
No, and I agree with that. Yeah.
In my opinion only, once he went to the car to get the knife, that's premeditated from there on.
Yeah.
And I don't, like I said, I don't understand it.
I think the prosecution sucked. I think they went too high for a charge. I think he's going to get sued civilly through the ass. They're trying to go after a lesser charge now. I mean, if I'm the parents, I'm like, do you really want to go through this whole rigmarole of hearing how your kid died again? I don't know. Even if this kid gets found guilty of this lesser charge, he's not. Yeah, well, he beat manslaughter. He beat murder, manslaughter. Right. I mean, what's left? I don't know. It's involuntary manslaughter. I don't know. Is he really going to spend any jail time? I mean, I think if now you just focus on civil. I mean, who am I to talk? It's not my kid that passed away.
Parents hosting underage drinking parties?
Well, yeah, there is a local flavor to that too.
Yes, there is.
What are your thoughts on that? But outside of this case, what are your thoughts? Like, Massachusetts has some tough laws on that. Like, when your kids were kids, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm taking everyone's keys, and I know they're all their close friends. We knew them all,
mm-hmm.
And obviously we didn't endorse what they were doing, but we made sure we took everyone's keys. And if someone needs a ride, you ask me and my wife.
Right.
And we weren't big parties like that. I mean, usually like maybe 4, 5, 6 of them.
Right.
I don't know what the right thing to say.
Well, I think what you just said is right with a caveat, because I think what went wrong here was the parents let a party happen on their front yard.
Right.
When I was young, and I wasn't a big drinker at all in high school, I barely drank, but I went to some. I had a kind of a tight knit friends.
Yeah.
We would drink at our house in a basement of a friend's house, and we would stay the night. And the parents wouldn't care because we weren't leaving.
Right.
But it wasn't a fucking full-on party. And I'm sorry, that last family, both, whatever. The other, I guess the first house, the parents weren't home. The second house, they were. Now, they weren't at the party outside in the yard, but, like, I'm sorry. Me personally,
get out.
If I see this shit going on,
get out.
Fight breaks out, get the fuck out of here.
You're out.
Because they're going to be in big trouble. They're going to be in big trouble.
Yes.
I mean, just you can't put yourself in that situation.
No.
Like I grew up in a divorced family, and my mother didn't remarry, but she dated a guy when I was in high school in Madison, and we went away one weekend, and my mother's I had like basically a stepsister.
Yeah.
And I guess we were away one weekend. She stayed home, and she was like a senior in high school and threw a party without us knowing. But the neighbors ratted her out. And I was like a freshman. So when we got home, I mean, she got, grounded, lit up. Like, you can't do that when we're not. Like, the liability. This is 1990 fucking two, Like
I said, our kids' friends, they're still friends with us, me and my wife too. And they're all generally wonderful kids.
Yeah.
I still call them kids.
Well, yeah, of course they're. I call myself a kid.
Right.
I'm the kid.
Yeah, like I said, the whole Valley thing, I blew me away how he got cleared of all charges. It's just mind blowing.
And the two other kids in the car got immunity, which boggles my mind.
And now that same family that lost their son just lost their nephew in that e-bike accident in Trumbull.
What?
Yes.
I didn't hear that.
It was his cousin.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Lord
it was
Almighty.
like last week.
Oh, I didn't see that.
No, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Oh, my God. And things happen in threes. Oh, hold everyone tightly.
Yeah.
My God. Yeah, so we'll see how that plays. I'll follow up on that down the road on the show. It's just one of those things. It made national headlines. It was on Fox News, ABC.
Yeah, my thing is how do you stab 4 people and kill one
and you just walk. You just walk with a smile on your face.
And you're on social media, partying at the beach.
The same
Not
day.
a good look.
Have a little couth. Have a little respect for someone's dead.
Stay off the grid for a little while.
Right. I mean, that's the world we live in now. I mean, I guess.
You're also bragging.
Right.
That's what you're doing.
Right. You're like, look at me, I got away with murder, basically.
Yeah. Gonna get a sharper knife now.
I said that day, I said, bro, fucking, you better go to Florida. Go to fucking the Midwest. Should. That kid, and they tried to flee. When he murdered him, I guess he can't say he murdered him now because he didn't. But when that happened, they tried to flee to Cuba, and they got caught in Florida. Like, how is that not part of it?
Where's the prosecution?
Right. I think these guys sucked.
Obviously they did.
I don't know. It's fucking weird.
There's no penalty for your actions. It's amazing you can actually do this.
Have you seen these fucking crazy floods going on?
I did. That's pretty bad. Real bad.
Have you seen the time lapse of them?
Yeah.
There's no way these are because of rain.
What do you think?
So I saw one last week, a time lapse of the one in Texas, and it was the river just flowing, and then literally almost like if you see like a tsunami in a ocean when an earthquake hits, there was this 3-foot wave, and it just fucking came down out of nowhere. Just I don't know. I could be wrong. You know me. I mean, my whole show is now based on. It used to be a fun show.
I don't know the terrain around
now
there.
It's a conspiracy show, but there's no dams. It's like they released a gazillion gallons of water because if it's just heavy rain, so I was in a heavy rainstorm a year and a half ago in Cape Coral, Florida. And I had just dropped my girlfriend and her son off the airport, and I'm driving over the bridge, and I joked to her. I won't hash this out with people that listen along because they've heard the story. But I come over the bridge, and I take a picture of this big dark cloud coming on. Cape Coral's like an island.
Yeah.
Not a big, it's not like an island, but it's, you got to get a bridge to get there. And I'm just driving down the main Cape Coral Parkway, and, it's raining pretty good, and there's a little level of water, and there's 3-lane. It's not a 3-lane highway, but it's a 3-lane road. And all of a sudden, now it's creeping into the middle road. Standing water,
Yeah.
By the time I get to where to take the right to go to my mom's house up the street, it's, a foot of water. And it took me 3 hours to get home. I had to abandon my car. I had to walk home. It was just crazy. But it was, a 4-hour process of 5 inches of rain in 45 minutes.
It's like the shit that happened up in the valley.
Right,
And all of that.
right.
That was taking out bridges.
I've been seeing these videos, Tommy, of 30 minutes. This shit rises 18 feet. Where's it coming from? I'm sorry, it's not the fucking clouds. Yes, it has something to do with it, but and you know that whole Texas area is very affluent.
Right.
It's very white, very rich, and there's a lot of not wealthy people there. I don't know. It just reminds me of Hawaii with the fires, LA with the fires.
Yep.
All this shit. And I just read something that I think it was the LA fires. California just passed a bill that is allowing developers to come in and all the burned land, they can fucking take it over and build.
Really?
Yeah. It's just
amazing.
It's the reset, Tommy. I'm telling you, it's the great reset.
Trip wherever. And then Trump comes in, he can fill the reservoirs.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
I know.
Takes him to do that?
Because of fish.
Yeah.
Right? Remember that?
I forgot the whole fish thing.
Mm-hmm. Because of fish. But I don't know. I've
seen Vegas. We lived out there for 14 years, and we get storms there. It can rain for 15 minutes in the entire town because it's surrounded by mountains.
Right.
Completely completely washed out.
Yeah, what happened in New York the other day? The
Right.
subways. I mean, that was scary.
Yep.
But that's happened before there.
I've seen golf courses get wiped out.
They just don't have drainage in New York, in Manhattan.
They do Vegas too.
Right,
Everything's flat.
right.
And it was wild.
But to have a camp on the side of a river, and I just don't understand how it. I could be wrong, but like if you're like even in a tent or something, you're gonna hear it.
Right.
But I just don't understand how it comes down that like it literally is a tidal wave of water on a river in a state.
Right.
That has no ocean
Even
back
when
into
our
it.
That took the bridges out. There was like a black cloud hovering over Oxford area. Down here it wasn't that bad.
Right.
They got destroyed up there.
Right.
They just sat there. Yeah, I mean, who should we blame?
Well, they had that cloud seeding
Joe
guy
Biden?
they tried to blame.
Did Joe Biden do it? No, I don't know. I'm just curious.
Joe Biden's dead. That dude ain't alive. You fucking kidding me?
You gotta blame somebody.
No, but they had that there was some CEO of some cloud seeding company, and he went on all the whole talk show circuits because the internet sleuths mapped his company plane in like a circle 8 over the start of the flooding on the Guadalupe River.
No.
So he came out defending himself that, oh, no, we're just up there to blah, 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 blah. Some, like, young 25-year-old, he's a CEO of some cloud seeding company. Like, where do they find these people?
Really
Now, do you remember the cloud seeding when we were kids? Talking about it in school? I do.
Not really.
No? They were just, they put chemicals to get the hydrogen and
The planes.
Yeah.
I've heard some conspiracies.
Because of the droughts and... Well, that's chemtrails. That's completely different.
Right.
But, but it's the same kind of theory. Like, back then it was like the little, propeller things, and they would go into a cloud and they put some chemical in it, and it's like ions or something.
They're trying to control the weather.
Yeah. It's playing God.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I'll drink to that. That's crazy.
All right, pour another Jameson shot. I got something for you. You ever seen the Steve Miller Band?
I have not seen them, no.
You know who they are, though, right?
Yes, I do.
And what album would you associate with the Steve Miller Band?
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm drawing blanks right now.
Steve Miller's Greatest Hits.
There you go.
With all the songs, all the gimmicky songs, right? So Steve Miller came out today, and they have a concert.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
They have a summer concert series, and they canceled it today. The whole series. They just shut down the whole tour.
Really?
Yep, because there's too many floods. It's too hot. It's too risky to continue to drive across this country and not die. Basically, is what they said. So they canceled their show. Now I saw these guys once.
Canceled the whole tour.
Canceled everything. I saw these guys once.
They're pretty old, aren't they?
They got to be fucking
Yeah.
mid-70s.
They're tired. They didn't nap.
I don't give a fuck. You fucking signed up for this
Yeah,
shit.
I agree.
Now, I would never go see them because I saw them in 1998 at the Yale Tennis Center.
Yeah.
And I was all excited because when we grew up, you're a little older than me, not much, but when we grew up, I grew up on that Greatest Hits Band, those songs. And went to, I can't wait to see it because we sang them all through fucking college and high school. They played one song off the Greatest Hits. The rest was like this country crap. And I walked out of it. I was like, this is awful.
I walked out on one concert many years ago. That was Huey.
Huey Lewis?
Yeah, he does a barbershop quartet with no instruments. And he goes, how was that? You guys like that? Oh, more, I'll do another one. And now I walk right out. I don't need to hear this guy.
I saw Huey Lewis when I was a kid, like 14. My mom was a big fan. It was this. Remember the Sports album?
Yeah.
That was like his biggest one. But no, he didn't. He didn't screw me over like that.
He pissed me off.
Hey, I don't blame you.
I need 4 guys singing with no instruments. Not right here. He does one more time. He does another fucking song. We gotta go.
Oh man. Yeah. So Steve Miller Band, they were awful, and I just read that today. I just happened to bring it up. But yeah, they suck.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, me and my buddy, we went to see Sammy Hagar last year. That was really, really cool.
Dude, he's like fucking 70 fucking 4.
Oh, he's up there.
Yeah.
He crushed it.
I love Sammy Hagar.
Oh, me too.
All right, David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar? What do you got?
David Lee Roth.
Or Gary Sharon. I should throw Gary Sharon in there.
But Sammy did a good fill-in. He did good.
I'm
still a David Lee Roth guy.
Yeah, I think that's because you're just slightly older than me. So I grew up. My first Van Halen album was '84.
Yeah.
And then I think that was it for them, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and then I kind of grew up in my high school years, and it became OU812 and all that, and I was always a Sammy guy. I don't know why.
I like Sammy.
I mean, I like Roth too. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But I love Sammy.
Sammy's awesome. He's on stage. He's on stage for with a bottle of tequila. Just shots for everybody. You're a maniac.
He's fucking nuts.
And he sounded.
And if you see him, he doesn't look his age. You look at David Lee Roth now. Oh, he looks like the Crypt Keeper. It's like Jesus Christ.
We got a show coming in September.
Cheers, brother.
Bridgeport. Cheers, brother.
Hey, here's to your father and my father.
Absolutely.
Both in heaven. I hope they're drinking together.
I'm sure they are. But there's a show coming in September to Bridgeport. Alice Cooper and Judas Priest.
Oh.
Speaking
of old motherfuckers.
It's on a Tuesday night, which is perfect for the industry workers.
Yeah.
And just hope they're both still alive when I get there.
So this is how my life has shifted. I see all these concerts now, right? And I fucking swear God is just fucking with me. Every concert I wanted to go to used to be on a Friday and Saturday night, and I couldn't go.
Correct.
Now every concert I want to go to is on a Tuesday or Wednesday night, and I gotta fucking get up at 4:45 in the morning the next day. Now, I could go and not drink, but what the fuck is the fun in that? So, I picked out some...
you gotta have a couple of drinks early.
Okay, Tommy, show me how to do that.
Yeah,
show me how to do that, please.
I know.
I gotta work tomorrow morning. Sorry. And I gotta show up like I didn't drink tonight. And they're gonna be like, oh, did you have a podcast last night? I'm like, yeah. They go, oh, wait, what's the name of that podcast? They Drinking with Dog? I'm like, yeah. He goes, did you drink? I'm like, no. I had Tommy from Mybar on. He's been sober for 15 years.
15 minutes.
Oh, man. You ready for my douche of the week? We're not ending the show, but this story I read literally 3 minutes before you got here. So there was a Coldplay concert. I don't know if it was last night or the night before. They were down wherever. And I'm not a big Coldplay fan, but I have seen some videos online. They look like they're actually very good live. So they did this thing where they did like not a kiss cam, but like they just, shoot people in the audience. So they go up to a suite and they film this guy. His name's Andy, oh fuck, I can't remember. Andy Dyron. He is the CEO for Astronomer, which is like a fucking $2 billion tech company. And he has his arms wrapped around this lady, and her name is Kristen Cabot. Well, she happens to be his head of HR for his company.
God.
So the guy, the lead singer of Coldplay, sees them up on the Jumbotron, and he goes, oh, look at this lovely couple. And they look at the Jumbotron, see themselves. He fucking goes down like this. She goes fucking running around the corner. Oh. And the lead singer goes, wow, they're either shy on camera or they're having an affair. Well, sure enough, the internet sleuths fucking Google the fucking people, find him. He's the CEO of the company. He's married.
Perfect.
She's the head of HR. She's married. And they're now fucked.
Perfect.
Like, it's fucking amazing how, I'm like, why even bother in this time to fucking cheat?
We had two women in the bar with a guy a few nights ago. I think it was last week. And all of a sudden, the guy they were with ran out the door. The phone to the bar rings.
Yeah.
Both of the women they locked themselves in our bathroom. Cursing answer the phone. We're not coming out to that. We're not saying the guy's in there might be carrying a gun. Well, they came out. My wife talked to him in the kitchen. It was her husband that was in the bar that was following her.
Oh, Jesus.
Now the cops come down, this and that. I'm like, I don't need this drama shit. Neither does my wife. The whole place doesn't need it. And I told the cop, I said, listen, I don't want them back in here, the two girls, and let alone the guy that she was screwing around with.
Right.
Now her husband comes in. What's he do? She leaves. The first guy left. She walks away from the table, leaves her purse unattended. The husband goes and steals it, bolts out the door. The cops are
what the fuck?
I swear to God, you can't make this shit up. She's calling the bar from our bathroom. I'm not coming out. Chris like, you're coming out. Chris got a set of balls.
Oh my God.
It's funny as hell.
What's one of the craziest? You've been there 5 years now. All right, let's do a little 5-year anniversary wrap up.
So many.
Didn't something happen like the second day you were open? Or something right before COVID? I could be wrong.
Yes, I got assaulted by a police officer from a town that I don't want to mention.
All right, never mind. You tell me, like top 3 craziest moments that don't involve
so many.
I know, don't involve like calling people out.
No, I'm not going to call people out.
Yeah. Just look at nutty shit.
Yeah.
I probably should have texted you that this morning. Like, give me your top 3 Mybar wacky moments in 5 years.
In the front corner of the bar where a DJ always plays.
Yeah.
Apparently that's a very lovely area for men and women to mingle a little bit
closer than they should. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I have camera footage. And I called them out both times. I'm like, I know.
Both times?
That happened twice in about 2 weeks.
Jesus Christ. Same couple, huh?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Same person?
No.
Different girl?
Just totally two
Oh, okay. All
right. I'm like, I gotta be careful what I say. I don't want to call it the sticky finger corner, but it's a
you have to be careful what you say on this show.
No, I get it, but the front 2 times I called them out. I said, "You're leaving. You both know what you've been doing."
Right.
And I don't think your mom and dad would be very proud of you right now, young lady. Have a nice night. We have a lot of shit that happens in there. I mean, a couple weeks ago, I come out of the kitchen and I open up the bathroom door and make sure it's clean or whatever. There's 4 guys in there. One's pissing in the urinal.
In your kitchen?
No, in the men's room.
Oh, men's room. All right.
It only has a toilet.
Oh, you came out of the kitchen.
I came out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I open up the door, and 4 guys are in the bathroom. I use only 1 toilet, 1 urinal. One's pissing in the toilet, the urinal. One's sitting there bullshitting. The 4th guy is pissing in my garbage can. I said, dude, you really pissing in our garbage can? He goes, I thought it was a urinal. I said, yeah, I'm going to show you what the front door looks like in about a minute. Yeah, I said, he comes out, he didn't even wash his hands. These are just little things.
Dude, were they young?
Yes.
Yeah.
And dumb.
All right, I'm glad I just said that because here's an article I read the other day, and you're the perfect person to ask. So the article was talking about decline in alcohol sales, and it was like a national thing, not a local thing. And the top 3 reasons were price of drinks, price of alcohol, like the economy,
I completely agree.
The economy on its own, the legalization of weed.
Absolutely correct.
And the fact that Gen Z doesn't really hang out. They don't communicate. They communicate through Facebook and Instagram and fucking social media, whatever, TikTok, whatever you want to call it. And they don't go out to meet people.
No, they don't.
And I don't want to like put a fucking, bad karma juju on the conversation, but I think they're all correct. And I think it needs to change. And I think the alcohol industry has a lot of money behind them to make it change.
Right.
But what do we do? Like, how do we get to... All right, so I got a 15-year-old in my house, right? He comes home. He's just up in his room. He'll go bike riding with his friends, and he plays sports. Like, he's not just completely an introvert. But... like, he'll be up there for 6 hours at a time, and then he goes to bed. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, what are you doing? Like, I can't get mad at him because that's what they all did. I have a feeling this had a lot to do with COVID when, they literally, kids talked through Xbox. That's how they communicate with each other. So, I don't want to say, look, what's the solution, Tom? But, like, how? Like, you're a bar owner. you must see the difference well, I mean, I don't know. Like, well, you were in Vegas forever, right?
Correct.
So you saw that lifestyle. How do we go back to the roaring 80s and 90s and even early 2000s?
That was a great era
right.
growing up, and I wouldn't trade that for a minute. When my brother and I came home from school, throw our backpack in our room, we're outside.
Yeah.
Without a phone.
Yep.
We're playing out in the woods, we're playing ball. I
didn't have a phone until I was 26 years old.
Yep. And times have changed. It's sad. It's taken a hit on youth sports and programs throughout everywhere. You know, it's just, they're not active. They got to get out there. And as far as the alcohol, legalizing marijuana, it's a double-edged sword. I'm not against it, but you have to stop walking into someone's restaurant reeking like a goddamn marijuana plantation.
Yeah, that's annoying. Yep.
It's very annoying.
Yep.
But like I said, I'm totally pro marijuana. It just has benefits. There's a time and a place for everything. I can't be sitting in a McDonald's drive-thru and the whole car in front of me looks like Spicoli just got out of the van. Come on now, stop.
Right.
You know, there's got to be some limitations here, a little bit of discipline. You know, even with the vaping in the bars.
I blame, sorry to interrupt, but I blame it on the government too. The local government, state government, whatever. When they just like legalized marijuana, but didn't like explain
exactly what the rules
were.
I mean, was sitting in front of the bar having a smoke.
Right. No.
I just smelled one car after another, just billowing marijuana.
Right.
You're driving.
Right.
I've had DoorDash drivers come in,
smell like weed.
Like,
yeah.
What are you doing? Our whole place reeks.
Right.
Stop it. You're working.
It's crazy.
And I'm not afraid to tell them.
Right.
And I'm not trying to be an ass, but go wash up.
Right. But start fucking arresting these people. Like a cop runs up on a guy and the whole car smells like weed. Fucking arrest them.
And that's the other problem too with the society now, with the judicial system going back to the Valley thing. There's no penalty for your actions anymore. Right. People have restraining orders. They keep violating them. You still walk in the streets and doing it again and again and again. The cops say they arrest somebody. No, all you do is hand them. It's not an arrest. Is when you detain them and get them out of here.
Right.
An arrest now is when you write them a piece of paper to appear in court in front of Judge Schmo, whoever it is.
Judge Judy.
That's not an arrest. That's
right.
A promise to appear. You know, it's just the judicial system is absolutely insane. The police keep arresting the same people over and over and over and over because the cops can only do what they're told. There's no penalty for your actions.
How do we get the Gen Z crowd to socialize in person? Like, how do we
put the phone away?
No, I know, but that's not going to happen. So how do we? Like, seriously, this is good. Like, I feel like 5 years from now, like, yeah, you like, all right, 20 years from now, you and I are most likely not dead and gone, but we're out of the business. We're out of the game. We're done. We're in the sunset. And then there's only how many people left behind us. You know, so I think everyone that's like 30 and above are still the drinkers. You know, the socialized, the social drinkers, the socialites.
It's a good question. There's no really...
Will there be socialites in 20 years that are in their 20s? It's scary, but I don't know if that's going to be true. And
it's a really good question.
Socialites are what drives the economy. This is what scares me about the Democrats. This is what scares me about the guy that's running for fucking mayor of New York. This is socialism, and they don't want you to go out. They want you to feed off the government teat. They want you to fucking collect from them. They want you to stay home.
They want to control you.
Yes. And
that's what happened during COVID.
Like, we need a Studio 54 somewhere. We need cocaine back. I never did cocaine, but we need cocaine back. You know what I mean?
I'm not condoning it. It's good for business. I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to see it, but it's...
But I'm dead serious. Like, there's a shift. And it needs to shift back to where people go out. Like, so this is like a tricky subject because, okay, you're going to have drunk drivers, you're going to have fucking people on drugs, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I get that. But we've gone this far. Yes, people have gotten hurt and killed over the years, but we've gone this far where society's been just fine. And I just feel like 20 years from now, there's not going to be really any like nightclubs anymore, bars, or there'll be restaurants because people want to go out to eat. But I see it at Stonebridge. I do. I hate to say it, but Saturday nights. The college kids will come back soon, and we'll be slamming again. But that's not the crowd I'm looking for. But that's the crowd we need.
Right.
We need those kids. But it's crazy now. People will come into Stonebridge, Sacred Heart, alum, whatever. They're 24, and they're already I don't really want to go out anymore. I'm too old for this place. I'm too old for anywhere. I'm just gonna go home. I'm wait a second.
Right.
I'm 51. I still go out, and I love going out.
And I'm 59.
Right.
And I'm a bar owner, along with my wife, obviously. And I truly been doing in this industry for about close to 40 years. And the amount of hard work that we have to put in, and seeing a room full of happy people at the end of the night is the most rewarding feeling I've ever had. And I got that from my father.
Right.
People don't realize what it takes behind it so we can hand you a bottle of Bud Light.
Right.
They have no idea.
I used to get in trouble with my ex-girlfriends when Facebook first came around. These girls would come in, they'd Facebook friend me, they'd have a great time, they'd get home at 3 a.m. At 8 a.m. they text me, "Hey, that was an awesome time last night," like on Facebook.
Right.
Post it, and they'd be like, "Who the fuck's this?" I'm like, "Just some girls that came in, they had a great time."
Right.
Where is that now? I know you get it there. We still get it at Stonebridge, but it's few and far between now. It's I just
it's just a different generation.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's Gen Z, this generation, they're like this. They're on their phones. I even see it right in front of me. There's a group of 4 people sitting down. They order 4 drinks and they all go on their phones.
Well, what about
Tommy, you and I could talk for fucking 10 hours without looking at our phone. Outside of this podcast. Outside of this podcast.
Right.
Granted, we got fucking 109 years of stories to tell.
We do.
But seriously, holy shit. If these walls could talk kind of thing. There's not that fucking shit anymore.
Yeah.
So how do we change it?
Everyone's on their phone, and what I see a lot in the bar is I can tell all the young kids who are watching ball games getting really loud, they're gambling on their phones.
Oh.
And I'm going to go off on a
Go.
little side rant.
Do it. I want to hear it.
I lived it out west. I had my issues several years ago. And when I see a FanDuel, what's the other one?
DraftKings, MGM. There's a million now, yeah.
I see all these.
Mohegan just went live.
Celebrities endorsing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they're glued to their phone. They're leaving pissed off. I just blew $500. Well, you're fucked. And it's a really, really dangerous game that they're playing, especially with our youngest generations. It's I can't even explain it enough. I want to just throw a bottle of beer through my TV when I see these commercials all times of the day and night. When people are vulnerable, especially late night, you get drunk thumbs, you wake up broke. I lived it personally. I had my gambling issues in my younger days. Well, I packed up a friggin' Ryder truck and I drove 3,000 miles to get away from it all.
Mm-hmm.
And that was without my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I lived it, and what I see going on now on a daily basis, I can tell, the mood swing with people. If I could make a stop, I would do it in a minute. You're literally killing yourself with your phone because of that.
I couldn't agree more, and I'm going to piggyback on this. This is actually a topic that I have a couple friends in mind that I want to come on the show to talk about, because I think it's the next epidemic in this country.
It is an epidemic.
It's more than drugs. This is this generation's epidemic. The way the government And the TV networks turned a blind eye to gambling for years. No, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. For years, gambling was taboo. It was a Vegas thing. It was a bookie thing, and we all lived it. You were in Vegas. I was a bookie. I was a bookie when I was 24 years old. And I was never a huge gambler. I've lost money. I've won money. I had a great streak 2 years ago. I haven't really placed a bet online outside of horse racing in a year and a half. I just don't have the itch. Thank fucking God I don't have the itch. Because I can get it. I don't have it anymore. But to piggyback on what you said, I see it too. I see these kids with a fucking random West Coast basketball game on over my shoulder telling me that they took the Lakers in the fourth quarter to fucking outscore them by 3 points just in the fourth quarter, not the fucking game. When we bet, Tommy, it was the point spread and the over-under.
Done.
That was it. You could do a 3-team, you could do parlays or teases. That was it. This live betting shit. And here is, you can't, like you said, you cannot go 6 minutes on ESPN without them promoting. You watch the bottom, when we watched the bottom line ticker, it was just scores and probable starters for a fucking baseball game. Now it's fucking the odds and all this bullshit. And now the government doesn't seem to care anymore.
No, they don't.
This is where I meant. They turn the blind eye to it now because you know what? It's revenue for them. They don't give a fuck. But right now, there's an 18-year-old kid, there's a 16-year-old kid that stole his mother's credit card, who has the fucking website, who lied that he's 18 years old because there's no actual verification check on these phones.
Nope.
No. They just click, yes, I'm 18. And they put a credit card in, it gets verified, they fucking put $300 in, they lose it. Yep. Well, now, fuck. I lost $300. My mom's going to see the $300 lost. Let me put another $300, make it back, and she'll be happy with me.
Even just aside from the sports, you could play slots. You could fucking play blackjack. Are you out of your?
So when FanDuel first came out and I got on it, when I was still gambling, I was actually at Mybar one day and I hit $600, right? Got all bombed up, went home, went on blackjack, and lost 600 in 7 minutes. Yep. I'm like, all right, broke even. But I'm 50 fucking 1 years old. I can afford to lose that money. I'm not gonna ever. I'm smart. I have friends that are they are recovering addicts of gambling, and I appreciate the fact that they went through it. They figured out they're not gonna gamble anymore. I'm telling you, I'm so glad we brought this up because it is fast forward 5 years from now.
I'm glad we nailed this one too.
Because this is so bad that people don't realize it. I want to ask anyone listening to this show, next time you watch a Yankee game or a Red Sox game or a football game, God forbid, because the big gambling season's coming up. Because all the podcasts are going to be gambling podcasts and all this shit. Yep, football's coming. Just wait. Just watch ESPN for one day, one Sunday afternoon. Watch ESPN and try to go 3 minutes without seeing an ad for gambling. It's fucking awful.
They got to be going fucking nuts right now because during the All-Star break, there's not one single thing on TV.
Yeah.
Until tomorrow.
Dude, they
got to be.
I know people that gamble on fucking ping pong in Japan. I'm not even joking.
I believe you.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
What do you?
The game on the soccer team in Peru.
Right.
What the fuck?
Right.
Like I said, I lived it, and I can see it in these kids.
But back in our day, here's another part of the situation. Back in our day, we had to front the money at the fucking Vegas.
Yeah.
You couldn't go up to a fucking teller and be like, I'm good for it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the bookies, yes, you can obviously front and you got to pay on Monday or Thursday, whatever the thing is. But in Vegas, you actually had to dish out the money up front.
Correct.
Which I think is the only good thing about these websites is you can't bet without putting the money in first, which gives a little, I guess, trepidation of putting money in. But again, when it's credit cards, these kids don't even know about credit cards and how much they can fucking kill them.
Anybody out there listening to this show would like to talk, I'm always there to listen.
Dude.
If I can give advice, because, like I said, I'm not no one else's father, brother, but I lived it, and one thing I can say, I woke up many mornings for my 14 years out there and said, what the fuck did I do last night?
Right.
And I refuse to download any kind of gambling app on my phone. And I wake up with a clear head every day.
Yeah.
Except for alcohol.
We gotta have one vice in our lifetime. I mean, Jesus Christ.
So, like I said.
But at least you pay for the alcohol ahead of time.
I absolutely despise these commercials.
They are so...
What they're doing to this generation
is
just being ignored. I don't want to hear the little commercial. If you have a problem gambling, there's a lot of balls to make that call.
Right.
And what are they going to do?
Right. When we grew up, until about maybe 15 years ago, there was never a liquor commercial on TV. They were banned.
They are now.
No.
Yeah,
I understand that, but they were banned.
They
like
were.
Beer commercials were there.
Correct.
But no, you could have no liquor commercials, and then they,
No
you know
cigarette
what?
commercials either.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, well, you know what? Let them happen. Because it's if the government allows anything like this to happen, it's for a reason, and it's just simply for money. That's all it is. And I implore anyone. I'm not saying if you can gamble within your means and gamble as a hobby, and you're just like I'm not saying I'm done gambling. I'm going to the casino. I'll do that kind of shit. But again, if I go to the casino, I bring $500 with me. If I lose it, I lose it. That's it.
Yep.
If I go on FanDuel, I'll put $200 in, and I'll do some parlays. If I lose it, I lose it. If I win, I'll cash out the $200, and I'll try to hit on the fucking extra.
Easier said than done.
It is. It totally is.
I'm glad the casino's an hour plus away.
Right.
Thank God they didn't open one at Bridgeport.
Bridgeport, I know,
For Christ's
right?
sake, thank God.
It would have been ghetto anyway. You ever been to the Springfield one?
We would go
Oh
right
my
through
God.
the ghetto to get there. So.
But yeah, I honestly, hey, when I literally have two ex-gamblers. They went through Gamblers Anonymous.
And so did I.
I would love to have you on for that show because I think you know, it'd be a great round table to have because.
And I can tell you right now, what I put my wife through with my having way too much fun days. She's a saint to me. She left me at least 20 times.
Yeah.
And it wasn't about not being loyal to her.
Right. It was just your vices. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if anybody wants to talk, I got a lot of stories.
Yeah.
My mother's bar was 24/7 for 33 years, and I was there for 14 of them. And let me tell you something, fucking Milford was catching up to Vegas. It's fucking nuts.
Well, you can gamble. You can gamble on your phone, drink, and fucking.
Just the drama.
We lack the hookers, though. Where are all the hookers in this town?
I don't know.
Any hookers listening? Milford needs more hookers. We gotta be Vegas East.
Oh, God.
Let's go.
That's funny as
Oh man! All right, Tommy. Thanks so much for coming on. Listen, Mybar voted best wings again. Right? It's not your first one.
No, we just won it. Yeah, I think it was the third time.
Third time.
We
Third
won
time.
2 of the wing being challenges.
Yeah.
Like Tribus.
So
and we just won. Best
you guys
wing.
know it. The wings at Mybar are the best. Go visit Tommy.
Listen, we got a lot of good food, and I want to thank personally our remarkable staff, our daughter, my wife, all of our guests that became literally family to us, and including the youngest generation too. Primarily,
I know we kind of just shit on you a little bit, but
yeah, well, you know what? They needed.
we're trying to give you a kick in the ass to get out of the house and get off your phone and come out.
90% of these young kids in this generation, they know me and my wife, and they come up and they shake our hand. And mind you, we're still watching you. Don't vape in the freaking bar, please.
Or piss in the fucking trash can.
And don't piss in the trash can.
Hey, you are officially now 5 years in. You are a staple of Milford. You are a friend. You are a colleague. You are just a good guy in general.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
very
I love
much.
your bar. We're going there. I'm going there now. I got to pee really bad though. I'm gonna try to not pee in the garbage can. I'm gonna go to the toilet.
Yes, and like I said, you were a good friend of my father's. You and Campy.
Yeah,
both.
yeah.
And any friend of my father's will always be a friend of mine.
Johnny the German.
Please come on over, visit us at my bar. We promise you'll have a fun time.
And one last thing about visiting my bar, visiting Stonebridge, visiting Sitch. One thing I love is everyone that's a townie will literally, they'll be in one of our bars at least once over the weekend. You know what I mean? They bop around, and that's what I love about this town.
We're always the last stop on the tour.
Yeah, you guys are. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh man! All right, Tommy, I love you, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Hey, by the way, I put something on Facebook because I had a cancellation and I had a a lot of good responses. This is a little. This goes out to Mike Binder, who I said, "Hey, come on." And then he's like, "Oh, what time?" And then he waited like a day, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot I had a golf tournament." And I said, "This is why people suck." It's what I texted back. This is what I'm talking about. This is why it's so hard. People think it's easy. It's easy to like do the podcast.
Yeah.
The hardest part is to get people on it because everyone's busy. I get it. But and he basically made my point for me. But Michael, I love you. You know that, and I want you to come on at some point in the near future. So I have my brother coming on next Friday. I'm excited about that. He's my best listener. He's listened to every show. He's never been on, and he's older than me, but I'm gonna make him know that I'm boss, not him.
Hey, I love the guy. You need a fill in, I'm right down the street.
I love it.
If I can help you, I will.
Absolutely.
And rock on, baby.
Let's do another shot, all right?
I can't.
All right.
There's no reason why not.
All right. Love you, Tommy.
Love you too, buddy.
Bye.